Hello and welcome. Erica and Marco are two friends who meet regularly in a cozy Seattle cafe to practice their English conversation skills. Today, they're sharing stories about their daily experiences and language learning progress. Each conversation they recount helps them improve their speaking abilities. Good morning, Marco. You look like you need some caffeine today.
You're absolutely right, Erica. I'm exhausted. Let me tell you about my coffee shop experience this morning.
Did something interesting happen?
Actually, yes. When I walked in, the barista was so friendly. She welcomed me warmly and asked what I wanted.
And what did you order?
I asked for a medium hot coffee because it was so chilly outside. Then she offered milk, and I requested just a little bit.
Did she ask about sugar, too?
Yes, and I asked for only 1 spoon. Then I wanted to know what coffee they recommended.
What did she suggest?
Their house coffee, which she said was very popular. I decided to try it since she mentioned many customers order it every single day.
That sounds like a good sign.
Exactly what I thought. Then she asked about snacks, and I ended up getting a blueberry muffin instead of chocolate.
Great choice. How much was everything?
The total came to $7. I paid with my card and asked if Seattle really loves coffee that much.
What did she say?
She confirmed it's definitely true. Then I almost grabbed the wrong cup by mistake, but thankfully she noticed before I left.
That would have been embarrassing.
That's exactly what I said, but I was so grateful she checked.
Erica, I had such a lovely walk today.
Oh, really? Where did you go?
Erica, I visited Green Valley Park, but I needed directions first because I'd never been there before.
How did you find your way?
I asked a passerby for help. I told him I was looking for a park, and he immediately knew which one I meant.
Was it far?
He said it wasn't far at all, which made me happy. I told him I wanted to walk there.
And what directions did he give?
He said to go straight ahead, then turn left at the bank. He mentioned there was a large sign, so it would be easy to find.
How long did he say it would take?
About 10 minutes, which seemed reasonable. I asked if I'd pass any shops along the way.
What did he say?
He mentioned several cafes and stores, which was great, because I like stopping at interesting places. He even recommended some good cafes nearby.
How thoughtful. Was the park busy?
I asked that too, and he said yes, especially on sunny days like today. I told him I was really looking forward to visiting.
Did you remember the directions?
Almost. I forgot my map, but he said the directions were simple. I just needed to remember the bank.
That's a good tip to remember.
I thought so too. I ended up finding the park without any problems. Oh, Erica, you won't believe what happened at my hotel yesterday.
What happened? Don't tell me something went wrong.
The bathroom light stopped working completely. I had to call the front desk for help.
How did they respond?
I explained that something was broken in my room. The receptionist was very understanding and asked which room I was in.
What room are you staying in?
Room 624. She asked if I had tried the switch, and I told her I'd tried it several times with no success.
Then what happened?
She said she would contact maintenance immediately. I thanked her and asked how soon someone would come.
How soon was it?
She said usually within 30 minutes, which was good to know. She wanted to know if I'd be in my room, and I confirmed I would be waiting.
Did they arrive on time?
Yes, and I didn't need to do anything except wait. She asked if everything else was working, and fortunately it was.
That's lucky.
I thought so too. Then I panicked for a moment because I thought I'd forgotten my room key.
Oh no.
But it was actually in my pocket the whole time. What a relief.
That's always better than losing it.
Definitely. I really appreciated their quick assistance.
Erica, I spent so much time at the tech store today.
Are you thinking about getting a new phone?
Yes, I was comparing several different models. The salesperson was really helpful.
What features were most important to you?
Battery life and camera quality are my main priorities. I use my phone constantly every day.
That makes sense. What did they recommend?
They showed me one model with a larger battery that lasts all day, then another one with a better camera that takes sharper photos.
Which one did you prefer?
I really enjoy taking pictures, so I was leaning toward the one with the better camera, but it was about $100 more expensive.
That's quite a difference.
Exactly what I thought. The salesperson said it depends on my needs. I do play games sometimes, but not very often.
How did you decide?
I realized the better camera model also had a bigger battery. That made my decision much easier.
Looks like you found the perfect one.
We both laughed about how my decision became easier. I'm really glad I got that help.
Erica, you know what happened to me this morning?
What happened?
I got completely lost in the city. I was trying to find the city museum.
Oh no. How did you manage?
I asked someone for help and admitted I was a little lost. They asked where I was trying to go.
And where were you going?
The city museum, which they said wasn't far. That was such a relief.
Did you walk?
Yes, I told them I preferred walking. They gave me directions to go straight ahead and then turn right at the bank.
Was it easy to understand?
They said I'd see a large building, which sounded simple enough. They mentioned it would take about 15 minutes.
That's not too bad.
That's what I thought too. I asked about crossing streets, and they said I'd need to cross 2 major streets, but just keep going straight.
Did you have a map?
Just my phone. They said that should be enough. I mentioned I was excited to visit the museum because it's so popular.
Then what?
Then I realized I was walking the completely wrong direction. I was so glad I asked for help.
Good thing you did.
That's exactly what I said. They wished me a good visit, and I thanked them for their help.
Erica,
Are you feeling okay?
I had a terrible headache that started this morning. I needed some medicine right away.
What did the pharmacist recommend?
They asked what my problem was, and I explained about the headache. They were very sympathetic.
Had you taken anything already?
Nothing yet. They asked about allergies, and I don't think I have any.
What did they give you?
They showed me some options and recommended a commonly used medicine. I asked if it would help quickly.
What did they say?
They said it usually works within an hour. Then they asked if I'd been drinking enough water.
Had you?
Probably not enough, which might have contributed to the headache. They suggested I rest too.
Did you get anything else?
I asked for cough drops since I have a slight cough. The total came to $12.
That's not too expensive.
No, it wasn't bad, but here's the funny part. I almost left the medicine on the counter.
Oh no.
The pharmacist noticed and stopped me. I joked that leaving the medicine would defeat the whole purpose, and they agreed. What happened, Erica?
The air conditioner in my room stopped working completely. I had to report another problem.
That's frustrating. How did the reception handle it?
I called down and said something was wrong in my room. They apologized and asked what the issue was.
What did you tell them?
I explained that the air conditioner wasn't working and the room felt very warm. They asked for my room number.
Which room is it?
Room 518. They asked when the problem started, and I told them about an hour ago.
Had you tried the controls?
Yes, several times, but nothing changed. They checked their system and said maintenance was already working on that floor.
How long would it take?
About 30 minutes. But then they offered to move me to another room instead.
Did you take that offer?
I did, and they found one available. It's on a higher floor with a working air conditioner. Perfect solution.
That's a relief.
Exactly what I thought. I was so grateful to get that new key and enjoy the rest of my stay.
Erica, I stopped at the most wonderful bakery today.
Oh, I love bakeries. What made it special?
Everything smelled incredible when I walked in. The baker welcomed me and asked what I wanted.
What did you order?
I wasn't sure at first because there were so many delicious choices. They mentioned having fresh bread and pastries.
What pastry did you try?
The chocolate croissant, which they said was very popular. I also ordered a small coffee.
Was the coffee strong?
Not too strong, which was exactly what I wanted. Then I decided to get a loaf of brown bread too.
Did they bake everything there?
Yes, fresh every morning. I was really impressed by that. They said many customers enjoy their fresh products.
How much was everything?
The total was £8. I paid with my card, and then I almost forgot my coffee.
That would have been terrible.
Especially before work. I thanked them, and they wished me a great day. I'll definitely go back there.
Marco, I had such a nice conversation in the break room today.
Oh, really? Who did you talk to?
I asked a colleague if I could sit with them, and they invited me to join them. We talked about our days.
How was your day?
Pretty busy, but good. The office was really crowded today with everyone looking busy.
What did you talk about?
I mentioned that I'm practicing my English lately. They asked how it was going.
And what did you say?
I said it's getting better, but I still worry about making mistakes while speaking.
What did they tell you?
They reminded me that everyone makes mistakes sometimes, even native speakers. That was really reassuring.
Do you practice every day?
Yes, whenever I can. They said that's a good habit. I told them I try speaking with coworkers.
That's excellent practice.
Sometimes I forget words, and they suggested describing the word instead. Such a useful tip.
Communication is the goal, not perfect grammar.
Exactly. They said I'm already communicating well, which made me feel much better. Then my break ended so quickly.
Time flies when you're having good conversations.
Erica, I had such a helpful grammar conversation at work today.
That sounds interesting. Who did you talk to?
A colleague who's really good with English. I mentioned I had questions about grammar.
What were you confused about?
Present and past tense. I still mix them up sometimes. I gave an example by saying, "Yesterday I go home early."
And what did they say?
They corrected me and said I should use went instead. So it should be, "Yesterday I went early."
That sounds much better.
That's what I thought too. They told me I'm learning quickly, even though I still make mistakes.
Everyone makes mistakes.
Exactly what they said. They assured me that communication matters most, even at work.
Do you practice outside of work too?
Yes, I watch English videos. They said that's a good habit. Sometimes grammar feels so difficult.
It does get easier with practice.
I hope so. They suggested starting with short sentences first and building competence step by step.
That makes so much sense.
Then the meeting started, so our grammar lesson had to end. We both laughed and said we'd better get back to work.
Really? Tell me about it.
I met someone who commented on what a beautiful day it was. I agreed and said the weather was perfect for being outside.
Did they come there often?
It was actually their first visit. I welcomed them to the park and they said they already liked it.
What did they like most?
The trees and open space. They mentioned how peaceful it was compared to downtown.
Were they visiting from somewhere?
Yes, from London for a few days. They'd seen some places, but not enough.
Did they speak English?
They were trying, but they felt nervous. I told them they were doing very well, which seemed to help.
What did they do for work?
Sales, and they use English sometimes with international customers. I said practice would definitely be useful.
What was their favorite part of London?
They said this park already, which made us both laugh. I suggested they might need more sightseeing.
And what did they say?
They agreed and said they'd start exploring after their walk. It was such a pleasant conversation.
Erica, did you get all the supplies you needed? I visited a hardware store for help. I told them I was looking for some tools. What did you already have? Just a hammer, not much. The salesperson said I'd probably need a screwdriver too. Did you need screws? Yes, I thought so. They asked about the shelf size, and I said it was small and wooden. Did they recommend a drill? They did, but I don't have one. They said it wasn't necessary for such a small job, which was good news. What tool did you end up with? A simple screwdriver that's easy to use. They also suggested a tape measure. That's a smart idea. Exactly. Measuring first saves so much time. I admitted I usually forget that part. How much did everything cost? The total was $20, but then I realized I'd left my wallet in the car. Oh no. Fortunately, it was there, so I could pay. We joked that my shelf was finally safe. That's great. How was your first visit?
I was pretty nervous when I walked in.
The staff welcomed me, and I admitted it was my first time.
What did they say?
They said being nervous was completely normal. I mentioned I'd exercised a little before, but not regularly.
What advice did they give you?
They suggested starting with something simple, like the treadmill. They said to walk at a comfortable pace for 10 to 15 minutes.
That sounds manageable.
I thought so too. They also reminded me to stay hydrated and bring water.
Did you bring a bottle?
Yes, I was prepared. They suggested light exercises after warming up and reminded me to listen to my body.
That's helpful advice.
Most importantly, they said to enjoy the process. I promised to do my best. Then someone noticed my shoelace was untied.
Good catch.
We both laughed and said we don't need accidents, especially on my first day.
I had such a fun experience waiting for pizza tonight.
Where did you go?
A popular pizzeria in New York. It was really busy when I arrived.
Did you have to wait long?
I met someone else waiting for their order too. We started talking while we waited.
What did you talk about?
They asked if I'd been there before. It was my first time, and they said I was in for a treat.
What did they recommend?
They'd ordered a large pepperoni pizza, which is their favorite. I just got a simple cheese pizza.
Sometimes simple is best.
Exactly what I thought. We'd both been waiting about 10 minutes, which wasn't too bad.
Did they know anything about New York pizza?
They said many people think it's special. I was about to find out for myself.
Then what happened?
Their order was ready with perfect timing. They said they were getting hungry, and I told them to enjoy their pizza.
Did you get your pizza?
Not yet, but I was excited to try it. We wished each other a great evening.
Really? What were you studying?
I was practicing do and does. They always confuse me.
Those are very useful words. What did you learn?
I met someone who helped me understand. They explained to use do with I, you, we, and they.
That's correct. And what about does?
Use it with he, she, and it. I practiced by asking questions. Do you like this park? And does your friend come here?
Those are perfect examples.
I felt much more confident. They said I should practice by asking questions every day.
That's a wonderful idea.
Then I made a mistake. I said does you instead of do you, but they were so kind about it.
Making mistakes is part of learning.
They said the same thing. Now I know the difference, and I'll keep practicing. English definitely improves with use.
You're absolutely right about that, Marco. Let's keep practicing together.
I'd love that.